Hey everybody, Kyle Sasser here, Great Homes Tampa Bay, and it's everyone's favorite time of the month. Market statistics time. That's right. These numbers are for Hillsborough County for July 2020. So let's dive into these market statistics for Hillsborough County. It's kind of crazy because usually there's a little bit of difference between Hillsborough County and Pinellas County. Things are, the overall trend is usually similar, and that does hold up here. But usually there's a percentage difference. So, Hillsborough County would see like a 5% median house price increase, and Pinellas County would see 10%, something like that. But really, these numbers are very, very in line. And that tells me that this is an overarching trend. It's not something specific to a specific geographic region, that these impacts are being felt throughout the area. So the number of closed sales for Hillsborough County actually went up a little bit. So we closed more houses than compared to July 2019. And so we closed 8.3% more houses, up to 2,248. Median sales price is up 12.2% to $289,470. And the average sales price is up 13.7% to $365,721. Dollar volume, which is the total amount of single-family homes sold in Hillsborough County, jumped 23.2% to $822 million. That is over $750 million. That number always blows my mind every time I see it. Median time to contract has also gone down about 22%. So that means that homes that are put up for sale are going under contract 22% faster. So that's why everything in the market is feeling like, it's a little rushed. It's not quite as rushed as Pinellas County. Pinellas County is down to 18 days. So that is a little over 2 weeks. That is very quick. The thing that is driving all that with the median sales price, average sales price, the metrics that are actually driving that is the number of new listings and the total number of homes that are for sale. So new listings, which are homes that have just been put up for sale in Hillsborough County, that has dropped 4.4% to 2,139 homes. But this is the real killer. The total number of inventory, which is total number of single-family homes, has dropped 43.4% to 2,530. So 2019, we had 4,468 homes. 2020, we have 2,530 homes. That is a crazy drop. And if you remember, if you've watched previous videos, you know that anything like double digits kind of catches my attention. And that's pretty close to a 50% drop in the number of homes. That is a lot of houses. Now, I do think it's important to break things down into the various price points, because the market does act a little bit differently depending upon how expensive the house is. For obvious reasons, a $1.5 million house sells a little bit differently than a $350,000 house. And, usually most months things are moving a little bit slow, and I'll dive into the median time to contract and blah, 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 blah. But honestly, that is very secondary to the inventory stats, which again is having a disproportionate effect on all the rest of the market. So we have two inventory statistics. So we have the number of new listings, which is broken down by price points. So we know how many homes are being put up for sale between 100 and 150, 150 and 200, 200 and 250, 250 and 300, etc., etc. And then we also have total inventory. Now, the thing I noticed on the number of new listings is there's a pretty clear split. And honestly, this again mirrors Pinellas County, which is a little unusual. So, and the line is basically 250,000. So the number of homes that people decided to sell under $250,000 basically dropped about 50%. The number of homes $100,000 to $150,000 dropped 38.4%. Homes $150,000 to $200,000 have dropped 52%. And $200,000 to $250,000 has dropped not quite as bad, but 19.5%. And then homes above 250, those are up. So there's more homes being listed in those price points compared to last year, with the exception of 250,000 to 300,000, which is exactly at zero, which is kind of it's kind of crazy actually. But for example, 300 to 400,000, number of those homes is up 19.4%. 400 to 600,000 is up 49.4%. What I believe these numbers are indicating is that the market has significantly shifted up, and that's enough to have a large impact on these numbers. I don't think that, just naturally 50% more people that own $400,000 or $600,000 homes decided to sell. What I think is more people believe their house is worth $400,000 to $600,000, which again, with the rise of the average and median price, as well as the very constricted inventory, I think backs that up. Now, the total inventory, which is everything that is for sale within Hillsborough County in July 2020 versus 2019, those are all down across the board, and significantly so. And honestly, these percentages are a little staggering. So I'm just going to run through them here real quick. So 100 to 150,000, there are 64% fewer homes. 150 to 200,000, there's 65.8% fewer homes. 200 to 250, 60.6 fewer homes. 250 to 300, 46.8 fewer homes. 300 to 400, 36.6 fewer homes. 400 to 600, 34.2% fewer homes. And 600 to a million, there are 30.6 fewer homes. And then a million or above, which Pinellas County at least has more $1 million homes for sale now than it did last year. But Hillsborough County, that's actually down 10.1%. So basically, the number of homes for sale in Hillsborough County, no matter what the price point, there's about 40% fewer homes, 40, 50, 60% fewer homes. And that is why it is such a struggle for buyers to try to find homes. There is not as many homes for sale as there usually is. Lastly, I like to cover the doom and gloom page here, which this is going to be foreclosures and short sales. So one thing I want to touch on with the foreclosures and short sales is that the state has has had a halt on foreclosures and evictions, but they don't talk about evictions here. But foreclosures have had a stop on them for a few months now. So these numbers, grain of salt. We're not really going to know these numbers until foreclosures are allowed to proceed again. And it might be a lot of them, might be a few of them. Just kind of hard to tell until those numbers actually show up. Short sales, I don't believe there is any restriction on, and those are up. And that's something that I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye on in the coming months, just to see what sort of impact it has. The total number is still relatively low. It's only 21 units. Which is a 110% increase from the previous year. But again, with all the other stuff going on, I can't say that that is significant at this point in time. But the total number of foreclosures or bank-owned sales in July 2020 versus 2019 was down 27.9% to 31. And of course, if you have any other questions or anything, feel free to leave those in the comment down below, and I will be happy to address them. So thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Kyle Sasser. I'm a realtor with Keller Williams St. Pete, also a Tampa Bay native. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll talk to you soon.